Hello and welcome to IGCSE English as second language. Today we're going to talk about exercise 3, paper 2. The syllabus code is 0510. This exercise 3 is note making. It is a reading activity. On this activity, you will read an article and write brief notes related to the information in the text. You'll be required to convey all the keywords and ideas in your answer. But remember, in this particular exercise, you're not needed to write full sentences because it's a note-taking activity. Your answers could be in a note form, which means that you don't need to use capital letters at the beginning of your sentence. Not a sentence, a note, a phrase. It could be a word or a phrase. You write about 9 notes and each note is worth 1 mark. So there are 9 marks in total for this particular exercise. And if you want to talk about note-taking in real life, you're going to use it in the future. Let's suppose you go to university, you attend a lot of lectures there, and you use note-taking there. Attending a meeting at your workplace, you also take notes and you write down the important points. Journalists, they also take notes while they attend different press conferences. So this is how it's going to look like on your exam, on your external exam. On the first page, you're given the text. In this case, it's going to be The Secret of Living Longer. And on the next page, you're given 3 headings, and they're labeled as well. For example, 11, 12, and 13. And it looks like a notepad. So you're going to write notes, not sentences. Let's go on and see how you can actually work on it. Make sure that you don't spend more than 15 minutes on this activity. On most occasions, you'll be done with it maybe 10 to 12 minutes. First, you need to read all the headings very carefully and underline the keywords. The keywords will be unique words in that particular heading, and you need to find those keywords in the text. So in this case, we have the first heading, examples of blue zone areas and the people who live in them. And the second heading, similar lifestyle characteristics of blue zone areas. If you go on and underline a keyword or the words, in this case, blue zone, they are different than the other words. And if you look at the example, sometimes they give you an example because maybe they want the information in a certain pattern. For example, in this case, they want you to write down the name of that area and then what is so special about the people living in that area. So let's see how we can work on it, how we can work it out. In the next one, lifestyle characteristics, they are the keywords. So what we're going to do is skim for the keywords in the text or the synonyms, then scan around it. So number 11, examples of blue zone areas and the people who live in them. Keywords are blue zone. All we got to do is spot blue zone. We need to skim for blue zone. Skimming means we're not going to read everything. We're going to give it a quick look to see if we can find blue zone. And if I skim, I quickly find blue zone in the 3rd paragraph. And then I need to scan around it. So if I do, it says, in addition to I care, there are other areas in the blue zone category. They include Okinawa. Oh, there is another place called Okinawa. So this is the place. What is so special about the people living in Okinawa? Let's see. Oh, the population lives on average 7 years longer than people in America. Good. So I got the place and I got the information about the people living in that area. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write it down here. Okinawa, and I'm using a column here, and then I write down the special things about the people living in that area. So population lives 7 years longer than people in America. Make sure that you include America because a comparison is made with the people in America. Let's find the next one. Oh, Nicoya Peninsula. Okay, this is the place. What is the special thing or speciality about the people living in that area? Oh, lowest rate of middle-aged death in the world. Let's go on and write it. So Nicoya Peninsula, a colon, and this is the special thing about people living in Nicoya Peninsula, lowest rate of middle-aged death. Next, I need the third one. Oh, I can't find the third one in this paragraph, but I read something here in addition to Icaria. It means Icaria was mentioned somewhere before. Let's see where it is. Oh, it was mentioned in the first paragraph, Icaria, a Greek island in the Aegean Sea. So let's just go on and scan around it. So this is the area, Icaria, and what is so special? Says a Greek island in the Aegean Sea, 50 kilometers off the coast of Turkey. It has the highest percentage of inhabitants over the age of 90 in the world. So this is special. Really cool. Let's go on. Write the name of the area and then what is special about the people living in that area. That's it. So we're done with the first heading. And then you continue in the same way for the other headings. That is how you work on this particular activity. And make sure that you remember to write the point under the correct heading. You do not repeat one idea twice. Sometimes the same idea could be written twice using different words, so make sure you understand it. And then keeping the notes as brief as possible. Sentences are not needed. You need to write in note form. And the other thing is there's no need to use your own words. It's a reading activity. You can copy and paste from the article the same words. So that is it. Good luck for your exams.